This episode's brought to you by Red Cape Films.
Welcome to another episode of Red Cape Sports. I'm going to be your host for today, Mitchell Bouchard, and what we're going to do is go over 5 cards that you should be considering for 2020. So, who are these cards? Who are these players? Which ones do I recommend? You may have already seen it because it was in the shot, but we do have none other than Sebastian Aho. So that's going to be an NHL card. You want to get the young guns in terms of hockey. This is going to be a good card. You can pick these up for around $20, $25. We will put up an exact listing at the time of this video. Again, we are in mid-March. One of the main selling points for Sebastian Aho is the fact that he's on the same line as Andrei Svechnikov, who we have been talking about and craving about on this channel. Sebastian Aho is a young player from Finland. He's been putting up and producing quite a few points for this season and playing really well with Svechnikov. I like him because he's a very good young talent, also very skilled, plays very well. He's got good hands and just an overall good perspective player. He's somebody to think about for the 2020 season, especially if you're on a tight budget. So card number 2, let's get into it. None other than Bo Bichette. So we're already getting into some baseball here. The reason I like Bo Bichette is because I feel like he's got a good spot as the shortstop for the Toronto Blue Jays. One of the main selling points to Bo Bichette is not just the fact that he's a pretty good defensive player, but he hits quite well. In his first 21 games, he also produced 31 hits. So in 21 games, he got 31 hits, which is a record, I believe, for the Blue Jays. Other selling points is the fact that he can hit the home run, and but yeah, other than that, I think he's a good player. Value-wise, he is around the same area as Sebastian Aho. These are cards that are pretty inexpensive, and it's just a different perspective. And other cards that I'm getting, not as much as my other players, my top 5 players, such as Zion, all the way to Svechnikov, but these are very good cards that I'm really beginning to consider as well. Number 3 is going to be Yordan Alvarez. This dude can hit. Yeah, he is part of the Astros, but he could be traded. And the fact that he's so young and he's hitting the ball so well, and he just looks like a good ball player when he's out there. So the fact that he's very cheap and not a lot of people are paying attention to him makes him a pretty good buy in a nice 3 spot for this video. Card number 4 is going to be NBA Hoops. It's going to be an Eric Pascale. I don't know, man. Eric Picasso, that's what we're going to call him. I don't even care how to pronounce names anymore, Bird. I know how to pronounce Zion, that's all that matters. Yeah, so this is going to be a good card. This card is pretty nicely centered. This is a nice one. May have to grade this one. I think this is a good card. Again, people that are getting into the market that haven't been collecting sports cards for a while, a lot like myself, because I've only recently been back into it for just over probably 9-10 months now. I would say that this is going to be a pretty good card, a lot like what Luka Doncic is doing. Him and Trae Young, I would say that those NBA Hoops cards are skyrocketing. So if people don't want to get the base cards, this is a good market for somebody who's looking to get some nice cheap cards. So another one we got is going to be our 5th card, and that's a Vlad Jr. So Guerrero Jr., the fact that his dad played in the MLB, he can hit home runs like nothing. He's got an incredible swing. He sees the ball so well. Definitely a talented player. This has been God-given. So this is a nice rookie card. This is going to be the update series, so US1. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Red Cape Sports. We are pushing tons of content. I have a list of episodes that I want to be producing. We're going to get Frank here in the studio. We're going to be showing you how to grade cards, how to identify cards that should be graded, and why to do so, and why you even want to grade cards. We're going to answer all these questions for you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, message us, through Facebook. Start posting on our Facebook group. That is at Red Cape Sports through Facebook. We're going to have everything in the description below. So don't forget, we do have our March Madness contest. All you have to do is sign up in the link in the description, and basically you can win $50 worth of cards. And I'm telling you, there's some pretty cool stuff in there. Again, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Keep stacking your cards. Stack them up here. If you can, stack them all over the place. Let's build this community. Let's build an entire community of people with incredible sports cards. We'll see you in the next video.